Deep down, I shouldn't be surprised by this performance. And well, welcome back to New York Sports Wicker Media. I'm Watsu-K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. If you're brand new, welcome aboard. Please like, subscribe. You know the deal. Share with a friend, all that. Let's get that out of the way. Let's talk about this absolute disgrace that is the New York Rangers. I shouldn't be surprised because for years, ever since the Henrik Lundqvist era started, we have seen when this team has an opportunity to put their foot on the throat of another team, oftentimes they don't do it. Yes, they swept the inferior Washington Capitals, whoop-de-freaking-do. But too often they have let inferior teams battle back, steal games from them, and wear them down to where they had no gas left by the conference finals or even in the finals. And that's what we're seeing again tonight as the New York Rangers choke to the Carolina freaking Hurricanes. By the way, hi from Raleigh, North Carolina. I knew as soon as this series was going to happen, I'd be suffering for it. I said it was going to be Carolina in 7. I said Carolina would win the series in overtime. Why should I think anything different is going to happen now? Why? The Rangers insert Matt Rempe into the lineup, trying to get some energy. I thought it was the right move, considering Philip Hedl couldn't play in this game due to the illness, the soreness, the tightness, whatever ness he has. And early in the first period, I mean, both teams had decent opportunities. But less than 3 minutes in, I was actually very encouraged by Igor Shesterkin making a save on Tony DeAngelo from the point. It was deflected. He had to juggle the puck a couple of times. And even the Rangers' fourth line getting some good offensive pressure. With Goodrow, Vesey, and Rempe, I was feeling pretty good. Not a ton of great offensive opportunities in that first period. Alex Wennberg misses a wraparound wide with Frederik Andersen down on his stomach. Oh, my gosh. Andersen also stops Kreider on a redirect with 6 minutes left. A couple other things happen. I mean, Igor Shesterkin did play very well, stopped Jake Gensel on a breakaway. But I felt the Rangers for most of that period were playing very, very tight, allowing way too much space in the neutral zone, allowing Carolina to skate way too freely. There were odd man rushes, all that kind of stuff, and it just did not give me a good omen. I was worried the Hurricanes, after, I hate to use the word momentum, but coming off the victory in Game 4, which I was stupid enough to pay money to go see in person, I walked out of that building with a sick feeling in my stomach. Oh my God. But even the Rangers, they even get a power play with 2 minutes left in the first period when Kokiniemi, slashes Erik Gustafsson twice across the hands. Just ridiculous. And this Rangers power play, which has gone 4 for 14 in the series coming into the game. All 4 of those goals, by the way, happened in the Garden in the first 2 games. The best opportunity on that power play was by Teuvo Teravainen. Just one problem. He plays for Carolina with a 2-on-1. The only thing that really went well in that period was the faceoffs. The Rangers were dominant in the faceoff circle. So going into the second period, I wanted a more aggressive Rangers attack. Carolina has been a bad second period team in the playoffs, a -6 goal differential. And, the Garden was just, they were nervous. They were quiet. I think the Garden fans can be very loud, but they go as the team goes. They're not going to cheer for no reason, and I don't blame them for that. But the Rangers do get another power play opportunity when Dmitry Orlov slashes Adam Fox in the head after Fox had already passed the puck away. And the power play goes absolutely nowhere. The passes are offline. The Rangers aren't skating. I mean, I don't know what happened to the power play that we saw all season long. This one was useless. And as bad as things were, I'm just waiting for the roof to cave in. I had a sick feeling everything was going to go right to hell. And then Jack Roslovic trips up Jack Drury. It was Jack on Jack crime here. But 20 seconds in, Jacob Trouba, who has not had a good series, taking a lot of penalties, he makes a block on Sebastian Aho, comes out in a 2-on-1, fires the wrist shot past Frederik Andersen, 1-0. And that felt good for Trouba. He had been on the ice for the last 7 Carolina goals coming into this game. Obviously not the case anymore. And that's 6:23 into the second period. And the Rangers kill off the remainder of the Carolina power play. And, 12 minutes in, man, the defense was on point. Carolina had not been credited with a single scoring chance. I know that's very subjective, but I still think it speaks to the Rangers stepping up on defense after allowing 5 scoring chances in the first period. 6 minutes left. Carolina gets more chances. Drury gets fed. He's flying towards the net. Igor with a big stop. Under a minute, Carolina with a late flurry. Igor stops Aho, and then Will Cooley takes a bad tripping penalty at the 1950 mark of the second period. And I just did not, I don't know. I just felt sick. And I just had the sick feeling the Rangers were going to sit back on the lead. It killed the Islanders in game 2. They never recovered. And sure enough, it would burn the Rangers also. 8 seconds into the third period, Igor's got to make a tough save. 42 seconds into the period, Jarvis comes in, an intended pass deflects off Jacob Trouba's skate. Igor reacts, is able to stop it, but it just felt like the match was just burning, and you were waiting to get burned. The match was running out. So the Rangers had killed 49 of the last 52 power plays that they had faced, but it was just a choppy beginning of the third period, and icing here and offsides here. You just knew. You knew one goal wasn't going to be enough, and it wasn't. Off a bad change, Jordan Stahl gets around Brain Schneider. The backhand ties it 3:33 in. A few minutes later, Artemi Panarin stick handling in the offensive zone. Jalen Chatfield clearly hooks him. Of course, there's no call because New York athletes can't get calls from officials. Ask Jalen Brunson. 7 minutes in, Evgeny Kuznetsov scores off an open net. You knew it was over. 3 minutes later, it's Jordan Martinook. And this freaking game was over. And guys, this goes back to what I've been saying for years. For almost 20 years. Ever since this whole playoff run began with the Rangers, where they've been close but never close enough. One of the biggest problems is no matter who the coach is, no matter who the superstar is, they never have the killer instinct. Never. I know they swept an inferior Washington team, whoop-de-doo. But too often they have let inferior teams stick around, and it's come back to kill them. Because even if they win the series, they got nothing left for the conference finals or the Stanley Cup finals the one time they're actually able to get there. And this is what they've done. I know Carolina is a very good team. I respect their players, even though right now, to hell with them. And I know it's about to happen. I know it's about to happen deep down. I know I'm just getting set up for the ultimate knife in my heart. I know it. I moved to Raleigh 1 week ago, and I'm happy to be living here. And I knew I was going to go through some serious torture, but never in the most disgusting, evil, sick, cruel nightmare did I ever imagine I could witness my team choke away a 3-0 lead. I just don't know what else to do anymore. The only good thing, there's 2 days off between games 5 and 6. That's it. There's nothing else. But I'll tell you what, every single player on this team needs to find their guts, their heart, and needs to find their freaking testicles. Because where the hell are they? They didn't give a shit about this game. They played like they didn't even care. How could you not care? Do you now want to win the Stanley freaking Cup, New York Rangers? Do you not care? You have your fans in the building waiting to explode, waiting to celebrate. And you come out playing loosey-goosey, relax, like this is a throwaway game in Rochester. And then boom, boom, boom. They sit on their freaking ass just like the New York Islanders did in game 2, and they got blitzkrieged. I'm not here to tell you the series is over, but I'm here to tell you any chance that I thought the Rangers had to win a Stanley Cup is dead. I said it. I want to be wrong, but you know what? Why should I think this team could compete with Florida? Why should I think this team, when they're playing one of the Western teams, they're going to have any balls, any ability. How do I know they're going to show up? Showing up should not be a problem here. This loss, I had a sick feeling coming into the game that it was going to be brutal. I couldn't go out. I couldn't live stream. I was too nervous. I've seen enough misery in my life to know better. I really have. Man, Igor was looking so good for the first two periods. And then everything goes to hell, as it always does. For the Mets, the Jets, the Knicks, the Rangers, it will always end in misery. And prove to me it won't. But I've said it on the show before. I'm going to say this again. I moved to Virginia. Washington teams start winning. I moved to Chicago. Chicago teams start winning. I moved to a new city every time. They start winning championships, often ripping my effing heart out in the process. And I just don't know how much more I could take. I just don't know. I don't know. What a disgusting, disgusting night. And by the way, if you're wondering if I'm going to Game 6, you could not pay me to step into that building with those people. The good Carolina fans are good people. They're pretty cool. The bad ones are some of the most disgusting, decrepit people I have ever talked to in my life. I'm not even going to reference the things that they bring up, but they try to get New York where it hurts, and they just show how subhuman they really are. So I don't want to be near those people. Even though I live 3 miles from the arena, I don't want to be near them. I don't even care. I don't even know if I'll be able to turn the game on. That's how disgusted I am. And if they win, great. But I have no confidence this team has the killer instinct or the toughness or the consistent effort that is needed to lift the greatest trophy in all of sports, and that's the Stanley Cup. They broke me tonight. They broke me. I may never see a Rangers or a Knicks win the rest of the season again. Wouldn't shock me. Thanks, everybody, for watching this freaking rant. See you back here from you-know-where, the wicker chair.